Bienvenido, welcome. I'm Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Oh, I'm so sorry. Actually, I just realized for a moment. I was like, oops, I'm on the wrong setting, but here it is. We're going to continue working on some TCG, talking about game design and stuff like that. Last time we were kind of like building this healer type character, and I think now I was thinking we could actually design what it looks like. I already have some ideas of what it's going to look like. Last time I wasn't sure. I was kind of asking you guys what you guys think would be a good idea for these Starlight characters. We decided, obviously, this is all placeholder stuff. Don't think any of this is locked in. This is all placeholder stuff. But for now, we're going to call it the Starling. So it's a Starlight healer. I'm going to change the numbers are around just because the numbers we have currently don't really work for what we're going to do. We're going to go with like the numbers we made up last time. I feel like that wasn't too bad. Hello, welcome in Splat, Braden, and Mr. Ghost. Glad to have you guys in here. I saw that art you did, Mr. Ghost. It was so good. Wait, I'm gonna look at it again. I saw me giving you the envelope. I was like, oh, I love it. You did such an amazing job. Okay, I have no clue when that package is coming in though. I have no clue. I'm just like, I feel like it should have came in like a while ago. Right? You know what I'm talking about? I feel like that should have came in so long ago. YouTube, make it look weird. Can you check Discord? I did. I checked the Discord. What do you mean? No, like I checked it on Discord. Where you said the package, yeah. And it's you, or no, like me giving you the envelope. Or more like a letter. It looks good though. Like, I mean, obviously it's not done. I'm not colored in. You're not colored in. You did give yourself that like red glow, which I think is nice. I might do that in the piece. You know what I'm talking about? In the piece we're doing tomorrow. I might add a red glow to your character. That would be kind of cool. I didn't know that's like the direction you're going with, but I think that's a good idea actually. Oh, you finished it. Oh, I've not seen the finished version. I've not seen it yet. That I didn't see. Where'd you post it? Is it on did you post it on YouTube? I haven't seen it then. Let me check. I'm curious now. Now you've piqued my interest. One moment. Let's look for it. You said it was the OG Mr. Ghost. Let me check your channel out. Where'd you post it? On the post? Oh, I see. No, but that's the other one. Oh, I see it. You did such a good job. I love it. That's so nice. I like that a lot, actually. That looks so good, though. My guy looks so funny. He looks so cute. Thank you, though, so much. I'm so glad that you're happy about me sending you that. I mean, hopefully, like I said, hopefully it'll arrive soon. I don't know when. That it's taking so long to get over there. I have no clue why. I mean, I knew it was going to take a while to get to the country just through customs, but I assumed as soon as it was there, you're going to have it. You know, I was like, come on. Do you like the new one? I love it. I love the new one. I don't like it. I love it. I literally love it. I'm probably going to have to, I'm going to have to save that. You know, I'm probably going to have to save that as like an image on my phone. Just like to have it. Just because like, I think it looks so good. All right, so either way, okay, let's go in. I said I have like an idea of what this character's gonna start looking like, right? It's better than the old one. I agree. It does look better. It looks really good. It looks super clean and nice. What am I gonna do? Where is it? I was gonna look at this image. I know I saved something that I was looking at, right? Because I always recommend if like looking at different artists just to get ideas sometimes. Because sometimes you look at something and then like it just clicks, you know? And for me, I was looking at some art the other day and I was like, oh, that's it. That totally clicks for my starlings, you know? Or starlight, my starlight people. You know, I made the YouTube channel today. I saw the video. I subbed. I don't know if you saw. I subbed. I subbed to it. You know. So there is. So okay, I was thinking. I'm not 100% sure yet. I think I am. I think I have a concept for it. So what I'm thinking for these guys, in one day I got 17. Oh, I didn't even notice. I didn't count it. Because I did sub. I subbed. Let me check. I did not look at your extra channel. Oh, I see. You do have 17. Yeah, you have 17. Nice. Soon that one will get a bunch too. Right? At least I think so. I wouldn't doubt it. There is another channel called Mr. Ghost. I didn't realize that. It looks like it's like a spooky channel. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go back to what was I gonna look? I know I was looking at like poses. That's what it was. I wanted to capture a nice pose. Hello, Mithrix. Welcome. We're gonna work a little bit on a TCG that I'm making. Like we talk about game design and stuff like that during these videos. I also do other kind of videos where I talk about my other game, like my main project. This is like a side project that I'm working on. Okay, I was gonna go to, where was it? I know I was looking at something a moment ago because I want like a fun, just like a fun pose that we could work on. Because I have like a concept now for this little guy. Or should I? Actually, yeah, it's fine. So let's go into the art section. I have like so many layers. It's kind of like hilarious. I mean, that's how it is though. When you work on like this kind of stuff. So I just wanted like a doodle. Let's go with like a dark purple. Like a really dark purple. There we go. Dang, that's a lot of work. I haven't even finished making my mon. No, I mean like this is like a concept, obviously. This is still early. This is like a side project. Just like I want to talk more about game design. So I was like, okay, I could just like a project that I have in my notes. This is like a fun TCG where I guess I'll go over it a little bit. So the way it works is a 2v2. So you have like 2 hero cards. They're LMs. They're called league members. So you have 2 league members. And then each league member will have 1 gear and 1 buff attachment. And then the point of the game actually isn't to defeat the other league members. The point of the game is to defeat nightmares. So there will be a nightmare in the middle and then 2 fragment nightmares. They're like, think of it like minions. So the nightmare is treated more like a boss in the game. So the point of it is to defeat the boss. First one to defeat the boss wins. So it's like a race to defeat him. But you're able to hinder the other team. So you're able to attack the other team, or you could do debuffs, etc. But the point of the game is to defeat the boss. But if the boss defeats both LMs at the same turn, then you lose. But if you lose one of them, you just lose a turn and then like you regen. Because your dreams is all about like you're in a dream world. So right now we're just building a couple of the LMs, the league members. I have 4 of them currently. You only need 4, like 2 and 2. But I was like, I think that'd be fun just to make 5, just so we have all types available. Oh, I know, Mr. Ghost, you excited for the next one? I know, it's gonna be so good. But no, okay, so we're gonna do some doodles. We're like doodle a little bit this card. So I'm thinking, yeah, I make it a little bigger, I think. So I'm thinking like this, right? It's just gonna be like this character. Well, let's do. So one thing. Oh, okay, let me actually hide. I was like looking at where's the border? Where did I put the border? I gotta find it. One moment. Border. There it is. Hide that border. Just and I should probably hide the text is the one I want to hide. Where is the text? The text is up here. I found it. There we go. Hide the text. So the border, just want to mark it just so you see. I think that border's okay. So let's mark it just so we know. The border's around here, right? And then I guess you could see this spot. I just want to mark where you can see where you can see. Okay. So that's a good marking. Just so we know where we're gonna like actually draw this character, right? So I'm thinking, because he's like a healer, so I want him like thinking like he's gonna like have his hands out, like healing and stuff. That's kind of like the concept I'm having. Oh, and he's also gonna be like a little star dude. That's kind of like what I'm thinking. These guys, the starlings or starlight, are gonna have like this shape going on. All of them will have like kind of like different shapes of like these like almost like stars. So we'll have like different ones where like they're maybe like droopy or whatnot. It's not like a big deal. But I'm thinking, right? Do I want his hand? How do I want this one out. I like this one out. So I'm thinking like this, right? He's gonna have like the 3 fingers or the 4 fingers total. That's like kind of like the vibe I'm getting with this guy. Or should we do the 5 since it is 5, you know, like 5 I don't know, maybe the 5. No, I like the 4. I like the 4. The 4 was fun. It feels a little more goofy and silly looking. You know, and like he is kind of like a little, I'm thinking he's like a little healer dude, and I think it works well for these guys. Let's see. I'm thinking he's gonna have his arm stretched out. Right? He's gonna have like some like kind of healing energy. We might even like go into like outside the card. Just so you know, like he's like all over the place. I think that could be kind of nice looking. Like visually. Something like that, right? I'll catch up with you guys in a moment. I know you were writing something. Just jiggling that. Okay. And then he could have like a kind of like a. I'm gonna give him like a nice face. You know, he's kind of like nice. And then I'm thinking, actually, I don't know. Does this feel good? Like it feels like he's attacking too much. Hello, hello. Let's see, Mr. Ghost. I have an idea. You know the ghost head draws on a monitor, and the monitor is the paste lion. Well, the idea would be to be the drawing you're working on in the moment. See, the thing is, Mr. Ghost, and I have to remake every single thumbnail. You know what I mean? I know what you mean, Mr. Ghost. I had a different one, but I changed it. But like to change it, it would give me more work than I already have. You know what I'm talking about? I do like the idea, and I thought about it before. No, I'm not sure. I think maybe just have the hand out. I feel like it looks too much like he's attacking. You know what I mean? It looks like he's attacking. I don't like that because he's a healer. So maybe instead, I'm thinking maybe have his hand out more like he's reaching out to help you. I think that would work a lot better. Yeah, that's going to be a lot nicer. Right? This is going to be a lot nicer. Him reaching out to help instead of attacking. Like, well, it looked like he was attacking. He was supposed to be like doing magic, like healing magic. But I was like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like healing magic to me. Yeah, let's do like looking at this guy. Something like that, right? Or no. Hold on. Actually, let's make his arm that is actually straight out. Like he is reaching out to us, like helping. I think that's a lot better. I mean, yeah, of course, Mr. Ghost. Dude, if I not even joking, if I had like a team of people, there'll be so many things. In the future, definitely. In the future, definitely, I would change it up like crazy. I would want to every day I would have like different stuff. And like I said, I want different channels and stuff. Like one channel is all about design, where like or one design is like one channel doing the gaming stuff, one art channel. That would be really cool. And one just kids. I would like to have Oni Kids, which is like all like kids skits and stuff. That'd be really cute. So I'm thinking something like this, right? And then he's gonna have like this one in his hand. I'm thinking. Yeah, like I'm like looking at it, but like this, like this. No, I don't like that. I'm already like, I'm like, nah, I don't like that. That looks weird. Actually, do like kind of like this might not be terrible. Yeah, that could be like, I actually kind of like that. I'm kind of not liking this hand. That's what it is. I'm like looking at it. Not gonna lie, I used to love hanging out with my friend Gavin. I don't hang out with. What happened? I mean, you don't have to share if you don't want to, but I'm curious since you brought it up. Thinking, 'cause I'm thinking like he would have like something like a little magic, right? Something like that, like a little star is his magic. That's his healing. And I'm thinking like this hand, the other hand should be something similar. Right? I'm like, okay, it's like this. Or maybe he could do the just kind of like a ooh, I like this. Like he's looking over here. Right? I think that's kind of cute. And then I tried to learn about Onis for the envelope stream. It's not what I thought it is. What do you mean? Onis are spirits. Oh, they've been busy. Yeah, Onis are spirits. They could be a lot of it really depends on the stories. Some legends about Oni tend to be about like a lot of times they're these spiritual creatures like guarding something, but a lot of them can be. No, like I know a lot of times you see like Oni demons, but they're not all demons. There are like Oni the protectors or like guardians. They usually like, protect the place. It really depends on the stories. There's so many different stories, but the more popular ones are probably demons. Especially if there's a new anime that came out about Oni demons, but they're not even the villains though of the story. I don't know if you watched it. They're actually the heroes of the story. They're Oni. Like I said, it really depends because, like I said, they're spirits, so they can be evil or they can be good, but they're not like anything in particular. Thinking, what do I want to do with this? Like that's what I'm like really. I'm thinking maybe like, oh, you know what I could do? I feel like this would look nice, where it's like more of like a hands out, like a hands out pose would be kind of cute. That looks okay. Like something like this could be kind of cute, right? I'm like looking at it. That doesn't feel terrible to me. It was almost like a prayer hand, not a prayer hand, but like a very like soft, gentle hand where it's like I can imagine the healing energy from this. I think that works. That works for me at least. And then what could we do for the legs? So I'm thinking like down here. He's gonna like his legs will do like around here. These characters are gonna be like very simple. This like he's also a very basic character. Yeah, I think this guy's gonna be like a basic character. He's not gonna be like very complex. Like looking at him, thinking something like that, right? He could even have like a little gown because I do want them to look like they have like sleepy clothes. Because I want them to feel like dreamers. Actually, hold up. I'm like looking at this. I feel like it's off. Yeah, this whole arm just feels wiggly. There we go. Actually, maybe not. Maybe they don't need to have the gown. I'm not sure about the gown. Like maybe him just because he is a healer. Really, what happened? What did they say? What did your friends say? I am curious. What did your friends say about YouTube that made you laugh? Or did they send you like a funny video or something? I think something like that is not bad. He's like a little healer dude. So I think it doesn't look terrible for like healing, but I do want to add more to him. I feel like he's a little empty, at least compared to the other designs. Oh, you know what we could do? I remember before we talked about a collar. Actually, let's see. Trying to think, like maybe like a yeah. I think the collar's not terrible. No, but this pose. Now that I look at it, he looks kind of wonky. Okay, there that adds a little bit more to him, you know. So his legs gonna be around here. Actually, let me make sure. I mean, either way, you can't even see it. You wouldn't be able to see it, but I still like to do it if I ever do like a full art of this guy or something. I mean, obviously, this is still like a rough. These are all rough. I just want to get the concept down for these guys. Nothing insane. Actually, you know what I'm thinking? Since these guys are like little like star dudes, right? Maybe they could be, I could like play with their shape a little bit more. Because I'm looking at them. I gave him kind of like a very generic body. So I'm thinking maybe we could do like go into like a wider body. Almost like wider pant legs, you know? Mr. Ghost, I tell him I want to raise money to fix my PC, and he says to collaborate with the company. And that's it. With a YouTuber. That's funny. No, I know. You need a lot more, though. You need a lot more people to be able to do that kind of stuff. If it was that easy, right? Thinking, yeah, I think we're gonna go with this direction, where it's kind of like they have like very thick wrists that go into skinnier. Right? They'll make a video with me, make money. Yeah, I know, Mr. Ghost. It's not that easy. It is not. That would be nice if it was. I think something like this could be kind of cool. Right? I'm like looking at it. I feel like this kind of works. I think this kind of works for it, right? Like I'm looking at it and it's kind of like a fun design. To like little hearts, because obviously he's a healer. So it's just like it's a good thing just putting these little the little heart symbols. Oh, not the heart, the little plus symbols. Now let's try look what that looks like. Obviously it's like covered up a lot. I would imagine we could actually put it a little bit outside the rim. Yeah, I know YouTubers know each other. It's funny. Okay, let's actually start filling in some information. I'm looking at this guy. I don't know. I think putting him more in the middle would work. Oh, I could even put it on top of the frame, the head. I think that would be kind of nice. What do you guys think? Like I said, this is still like a fill-in. This is not like what the character's gonna look like. We'll probably modify. And I want it to be glowing. That's like one thing I was thinking. These starlight people, that's kind of why they're gonna be called starlights. Because they glow. But I think they'll have like different glowing colors. Let's go with something like that. And then I'm just gonna like fill it in. Just to see what it looks like. You know what I'm talking about? Obviously, this is just like a very rough. The other ones, like I drew them before for something else, so I was able to fill them in. You know, I do have some other older drawings, but I want to repurpose them as well for the different types. Nothing that really works for starlights. See, look at that. I think that's gonna be a really fun. And then I was thinking like something like this. Right? I think that's actually like a really fun concept for these guys. And they're like have like very much like a glow all over the place. Right? I think this is like a fun, like having them look kind of like this. And then obviously let's go into the eyes would be like a complementary color, so like the opposite of food. So it's if it's green, the eyes could be red. Actually, no, I don't like that. I feel like it's instead of complementary, let's go with what's it called? Tertiary colors. I think that's not bad, right? So it's like from green to yellow, stuff like that, or green to blue. That wouldn't be bad. I feel like something like this would work really well for the starlights. Yeah, I think something like this just feels right. Where they're like kind of like almost like glowing effect. Uh, Atlas, I kind of prefer this. It's more chill and feels more relaxing. It is at a time where it's not stress and it's just nice. Oh, you like more like the design, the doodle streams, these kind of stuff. I know I want to separate them more after I get a few more subs on the gaming one. You know, the Oni Boi one. I want to move the gaming into that section. So all the gaming streams will be on the other channel, and then all the design streams will be on this one, where I talk about my game, talk about. I want to talk about other people's games too. I spoke with somebody not that long ago about maybe talking about their game, you know, and on what's it called? On Friday, I might be playing Nitro Turtle, which someone asked me if I wanted to play their game. They did an update. I'm like, yeah, that sounds fun. So let's go into this stuff. I was going to do in the text. So we did the Starling, right? Which I'm actually thinking maybe we can call the Starling the Starlight Starlings. It was good. I was good. I mean, we were able to. I mean, I did this one maze thing. So we're doing like I did a few missions after you left. I'm pretty sure, but I ended up losing on this one. I needed one more egg. I needed one more fish egg, and I was like, no. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna end it. I was just like, well, I'll probably do it tomorrow. I'll continue that one. It wasn't too bad, to be honest. It's just like, so it's like a little maze you have to go through, but at the same time, you have to like collect. Was it 60 eggs? You have to collect 60 eggs, but there are three like little robots that get in your way, and you have to collect the eggs while avoiding them. So it's really fun. I'm not like I thought it was really good, but I kept messing up because I'd get tripped up by the robots, or I'd miss an egg and I couldn't find it in time. But it was good. It was good. I was like, all right, this is actually really fun. There were some other ones I was like, like the dolphin one I didn't like, where you had to like form a dolphin. I thought it was very slow. Hello, Kelly. Welcome in. Just working on a TCG on a game. So we did this, and I was kind of tempted instead of starlights, calling them starlings. I kind of like it after I thought about it. I get marinated on me. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking we might switch it over to starlings instead of starlights. Starling. Yeah, starling. I think I like that more. My fans loved your message on my stream. Ah, wait, yeah. Oh, that's so nice. I did see your message. You were asking about if it was a battle. It is a battle. I was so in the full on video. I know you commented in the short, but in the full on video, I talk more in depth about it. How Pokemon, they're not how would say like how they can improve the Pokemon design of gym leaders. Which actually tomorrow I had to finish it tonight. So tonight I'll be finishing up the video for tomorrow. So tomorrow's video is going to be how I would improve legendary Pokemon. You know, so I had to finish that tonight, which is fine. I recorded already. I already got the clips. I just need to finish it like a little bit. Redo. Yeah. Oh, what is this? Not that. But no, like I said, but yes, it is. I was just saying it's my take on how I change it. I'm melting like a snowman. Wait, why? Are you cold and like it's hot, so you're melting? Is your body cold? So yeah, I think we're gonna change this to Starling the Healer. I don't know what the name's gonna be. We'll pick a different name For now, it's fine. I don't really matter. It doesn't really matter too much. I'll pick a name. I don't want to get like hung up on the names because last time you guys, when I asked you guys for names, you guys like kept going with names and names. I was like, all right, forget it. It's not actually important. Okay, so this one I do remember. We were going to call it Orbital Healing. I like that. It sounded good. Let's see. Orbital Healing. I liked how it sounded. Orbital Healing. And this one is going to be take +2. Where is it? I'm like looking for my plus symbol. +2 to ally LMs and this card at the start of the game. Yay, okay. So I think that'll be really fun. Mr. Ghost, my stream was very good, fans. Loved the game I was playing. But after an hour, the pure fail. Wait, what happened? And then Atlas. So I'm making a grass starter right now, and I'm thinking of boar. But like, how do I think I can make it? Oh, you weren't able to continue. That's a bummer, Mr. Ghost. So what is your theme, Atlas, for your starters? Usually the starters will have a theme. It just works better that way when you have like a unifying theme for all three. So what is your theme? You know? So I think this is so Orbital Healing +2. Oh, I didn't write what +2 HP. HP. 2 ally. Okay, so Orbital Healing +2 HP to ally LMs and this card at the start of the game. Make that LM capital. LM. There we go. I don't know. I kind of just go with it, not going for patterns or anything. Okay. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, it really depends. Usually I tend to be more, I like to have unified themes, especially starters are really important. It's the first thing you see in a game. My game doesn't actually have a starter. You know, like I have a monster taming style game, but you don't have starters. The way in my game will work, it's be a little different, I guess. You do have your pot, which I guess if you really think about it, I guess the pot is your starter, but you do have another starter. So the other starters, like during the tutorial, you'll play the game, right? And you'll be able to bond with these creatures, but they're not part of your team yet during the tutorial. So it's like a semi-tutorial. You're able to play for a few days in-game, like in-game world. It's going to be like 7 days, a whole week. And then at the end of the week, it'll be like, because in the game during the story, the tutorials during like a festival of like Ori's festival. I haven't decided the name for it, but there'll be like a festival for the Oris and stuff. And then that's when you become an Ishi at the end of the festival. And then during that moment, the way I'm going to do it, so out of every single Oris that you interacted with, they'll be put into a like, you won't see it, you know, this is like behind the scenes in the computer, right? In the engine. So it will actually select all of the Oris that you interacted with throughout that week, the 7 days, and it'll put them in like a pool and they'll randomize them. And then it'll pick one of those to be your starter. So like the concept is that you made an impression on them and they chose to be with you, because you don't actually pick them. It's not like in Pokemon, you pick your starter. Mine's gonna be a little different. Atlas, I'm planning to make the water starter, like the one saw shark, and fire will be a Spidey. Oh, a spider. That's cute. Well, since if you're going with a shark and you're going with a spider, it seems like you're going with things that are common fears with people. I don't know if you want to do that. Boars, people don't really fear boars. I would say like a common would be like lions or tigers. if you're going with that direction, if you're going with fears by, I don't think you are. I don't know with like boars. What can you do? I don't know. Like you'd probably want to combine them with a different thing then. Just like you know how like sometimes like you could do like a circus. You could do like survival, different things. It really doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about? You want I don't I'm just saying you don't have to design it that way. I'm just saying if you want to have it feel like a united group, ideally starters want to have something that unites them. Oh, actually, lion as a grass starter, really cool. Yeah, see, like if you did that, like a shark, a spider, and a lion, you're like, oh, okay, there's a theme, like a running theme. Excuse me, like a running theme of common fears. So I could totally see that where you're facing your fears and they become your friends. So you how can I say you grow past your fears and into becoming your strength. So I like that concept. Which you could even do where like they're heroes, you know, like a shark hero, a spider hero, and a lion hero. That'd be really interesting. You know, if you went into like different, like kind of like roles of like a hero, like a typical hero, you can go with like a firefighter or like an officer or a soldier. Or, you know, you can go in that like that kind of concept direction. Which actually, I have like a concept for an idea for like a stream or like a video. It could be a video too. Well, like designing heroes, like a modern hero, because a lot of heroes nowadays are still stuck in this older style. And I feel like the modern heroes, like the ones you see that are more modern, they tend to have this person in space suit feel. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if you've seen the abbreviation of person in spacesuit. That's literally how they look to me. And I feel like I would like to tackle that concept, like redesigning heroes to nowadays. Because the old school ones, if I don't know if you knew this, they were based on of like circus performers, like the strong man, you know, with the tights on the outside, all that stuff. That's why heroes have that look because they look like circus performers. Okay, I was gonna continue this. I'm like rambling on about circus performers and heroes. Okay, so for the move, so this one is gonna be it's gonna be a 1/1, right? It's not gonna be the 1/2. We'll change it. It's gonna be star bounce. I'm feeling. So he's gonna like throw the star. That's in my concept, in my mind. Star bounce. Bounce? Yeah, star bounce. And then for the next one, remove the true harmony. That's not gonna be it. Thank you for the healing star. Or no, maybe we could do like healing palm. That doesn't seem bad, right? I think yeah, we could do a healing palm, and it'll be like it has to be close, which works. Is either way, you're next to your ally, so it's not a big deal. Healing palm. There we go. The healing palm just works, right? I think that's just like a good name for this ability. Obviously, we'll change the effects. I still haven't just. Oh, what's this one? +3 to target. Yeah. So it'll be +3 HP to target. So if you really want to, I guess you could heal your enemy. I don't think you would want to though. Oh, it looks like a smiley face. Welcome in, Alan. Glad to have you. I think you were you here earlier? No. I don't know why I thought you were here earlier. No, you were here in the morning. That's what it was. I saw you in the morning. Oh yeah, I got rid of the star healer. Now it's healing palm. Yeah, because I think it just works better. Because I'm changing it up a little bit. I felt it was a little too crazy, like the concept of everything going on. And I was like, okay. So it's gonna be healing palm because I think like it'll be a melee. You have to touch it. Is the name the same? The character? No, we're gonna change the name. I actually decided instead of Starling, I'm gonna change the name. How do I draw a cub? Like a cat? I have to go. See you in the next. No worries. Have a wonderful night, Mr. Ghost. No, so I actually changed instead of Starlight the class. You know, remember before the class type was Starlight? I changed to Starling. No, he means Alice, you're talking about like a tiger, not a tiger, a lion cub. So actually, it's interesting you say that because I could here. Let me look at that. Let's see, lion. Do like a brief overview on lion cub. I don't mind. I'd rather do the what's it called? So like I'll do like a brief like doodle, I guess, just so you could see what I mean. I don't mind describing it just like super fast. Okay, let me another layer, hide this one. Here, look. So when you're doing like a lion or a tiger or whatever, oops, that's not the right color. So they have kind of like they tend to have like this like shape, you know what I'm talking about? Obviously it's more boxed up. You want like almost a little more boxy. They have like boxier heads, if I'm being honest. And their eyes are a lot bigger. They're pretty big. Oh, that's not right. Right? Something like this, usually, and they have like these kind of noses. There you go. Like, I'm kind of like this look to it. Usually the babies will have these like big old ears too. And then a lot of times, I don't know, like a lot of them will have this kind of like this thing to it. I feel like this is like this would be like a little sharper. It looks almost like a bear, but you get what the concept, right? Where it's like they do have like a squarer head compared to like dogs. Actually, you know what? One thing I'm missing, they have these. There it is. They have like a big jaw. You know what I'm talking about? Will a character have different backgrounds like on the cards? Oh yeah, no, these are just like, but like this is kind of like what you're looking for, right? No, definitely. The characters will have different looks. The art is this is not the art. This is just fill in art. You know what I'm talking about? The art will be very different in the finished version. Something like this would probably work. You might even want to do, I might even like, if I would do it, if I was designing it, I'd probably design it more like out. Especially if you're doing, you said that you're doing a grass one, right? So probably go almost like leafy. I'd want like leafish. Oh, you know what I could do? More like this, right? And then have these kind of things like look almost like leaves. I'd probably do like very scruffy looking. Maybe even add like a little like a leaf or like a flower petal. You can even do a dandelion. That's actually really cute. Are your layouts the card's final? No, not at all. Not at all. Where you got its moves, like where you no, none of this is final. I still haven't even play tested. It's just a concept. You know, this is still like in the concept phase. I'm actually thinking for these because you know I have like these little circles I made, right? I'm actually thinking for the outside because the whole concept is all about dreams. So I was thinking maybe having them look like stars or maybe like a shooting star or something like that. I wanted to look more dreamy because I just put them like this. I was like, okay, I'll make a simple design. These are like super simple designs that I whipped up. You know, like look at this. Look at this heart. This heart is all like ugly looking. The finished version gonna look a lot nicer. Alan, can you draw a guy that's an axolotl trainer? So I get the lots of axolotls attack for him. What do you mean? Like an axolotl character? That could be fun. It would probably be a doodle though. It would be like a doodle. It would be like the same as Alice the Wonder. Well, no, I am using Starling. But I'm using it here. I'm using it here as the type. You know, I'm using Starling here. I mean, if you like it, I guess you could use it too. It's not. It's just like the type now. It's like his species. You know, where the other ones like Toy Box, Doodle, Sweet Treat, Lullaby. This one's a Starling. So I think that works well. Okay, so I'm gonna bring him back just so we can look at him. Yeah, of course. You could use it. Dimos. Every time I hear Starling, I get PTSD with Shipwreck 64. That's really funny. Oh, and then let's do, what was I going to do? Okay, I was going to continue working on these texts. Would you compare your TCG to a Pokemon or a Lestrals even? It's more like Pokemon, I would say. A Lestrals is more like a Yu-Gi-Oh. You know? Basically, so the way this game's going to work, it's, I don't think I've ever seen anyone with a 2v2. Like locked in like two heroes. You know what I'm talking about? But like, so I would say more like, imagine Pokemon, remove the energies, and then instead of just one Pokemon in the field, you have two Pokemon in the field, and you don't change your Pokemon. You know, I do have a concept of having like a one hero in the pocket, but the actual game to play, you only need two, and then there'll be items, and it's more like an RPG than a TCG. That's like honestly the concept is more like an RPG. A lot of it is. But we'll see how, like, when I get to the play testing, I have like some ideas for it. Hopefully it works. If not, we'll be able to tweak it. But it's a lot more like Pokemon. Lestrals, I would say, because I haven't played Lestrals, but I've seen Lestrals. I've seen it how it plays. I was like, oh, okay, like it looks cool, but it reminds me more of old Yu-Gi-Oh. Where like new Yu-Gi-Oh is very like super fast, and it's like kind of like overwhelming. I feel new Yu-Gi-Oh stuff or modern Yu-Gi-Oh. But I feel like Lestrals, it brought back the classic Yu-Gi-Oh feel to me. When I looked at it, I was like, okay, I like this. I think it looks good. I'm not like sure with Lestrals though. Like there's some things about Lestrals that I like, and some things I feel like they feel a little generic at times. Like not you know, nothing wrong with Lestrals. It's just there's a few things I'm like, oh man, I feel like they could have made it a little more memorable. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of the characters are just kind of like, oh, it's I don't know, a water crab. I'm like, okay. But that's it. It's just like a water crab. There's no added to it. There's no flavor to it. A lot of the designs and like some of them are great though. Some like, oh, like this, like the Astral Rabbit really, that one actually is very memorable. How would you introduce summoning mechanics or even evolutions? There's none. This one doesn't have any. This game doesn't have summoning or evolution. These are like, you're more like a hero. It's more like what's that game? Light Seekers. You ever played Light Seekers? It's more like Light Seekers, or what's another one? I can't think of another one that does that. You're playing as a hero. You're not a summoner. You know. So here, I'll actually bring up the other one. I'll switch it over. You haven't played it? Okay, it's okay. Here, I'll switch it over to this one. And then I'll bring it up just so you can understand what I mean a little bit more. Hello, Silly. Welcome in. Okay, I'm going to grab this and I'm going to move it over here. Canvas new. And let's move you over here to this side. So I would be the Starling. You would be a Starling? Yeah, you would be the Starling. Well, you'd be two people at once. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you. So this is actually the layout for the game, right? So you would have two members on your team. You would have, let's say you have, this one, Kires. And then you would have Alice. You'd have both of these. And then maybe I'm playing against you, and I have, let's pretend this is one of the Starling guy, and then this one is Mero, the other one, right? And then the point of the game actually isn't to defeat each other. You can attack each other if you want, but the actual point of the game is to attack the nightmare in the middle. And the way the nightmare works is that every turn, it always acts last, or I think for now I'm going to leave it as it will act last, Maybe depending after playing, I might actually change it up. I feel like it should act last. So the nightmare will go last in every turn. So what it does, it rotates around. Here, let me doodle on top of it just so you can see. So what ends up doing every turn, right? Every turn it rotates around. Yeah, it's objective based. So the object of the game is to defeat this guy. You have to defeat him. First one to beat him wins. Or her, whatever, it doesn't really matter. First one to defeat the nightmare wins the match. But for you to attack this guy, you have to get rid of your fragment first. So this is my fragment, this is your fragment. You know? So first one, like, so first I have to defeat this one. Then when this one's gone, I am able to attack this one. Wait. How do you know what the nightmare is? Like, what do you mean? Oh, when you play the game? Oh, okay. So when you play the game, you'll have this is your side, right? And then this is your other, these are like your shared cards. Okay. So let's say you were playing with me. Did you see the past 3 messages? The KKBR? What are you talking about? It takes a 5-minute shower. I will be, yeah, I saw. I'll still be streaming, no worries. Yeah, I saw them. No worries, Alan. I'm gonna be on for a little bit. Not like super long, but like I'll be a little bit. Okay, so I was going over it. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Yu-Gi-Oh! Kid. So you bring your 6, right? You lay them down. You don't actually have any cards in your hand. So you put your 2 heroes. You put their 2 pieces of gear. You put their 2 buffs, right? And then you have your 5 cards. So you have 1 nightmare, you have 2 fragments, 1 location, and 1 event. And then I have the same thing on my side. We do, I don't know, like rock, paper, scissors, throw a dice, flip a coin. Doesn't really matter who gets to like what happens, right? Let's say you win the coin flip. You get to place your nightmare in the middle. And then I place the 2 fragments, right? And then you place a location, then I place an event. And then like we play 1 game, right? You play 1 game. Let's say I won the game. Now we switch, right? So instead of you placing the nightmare, I place my nightmare. Now you place your 2 fragments. You know? So I think it'll be like a fun concept. You know, it'll be like a 2 out of 3. The matches shouldn't be too long. It won't, like, if you look at the health, like look at how much health this one has, for example, Kitas. She has 8 health, right? And she's able to do with the ability, if she has like her health is below 4, she gets a +2 boost. So she's able to do 7 damage in a turn if she has 3 energy. You know? So she could literally do massive damage. She could almost take out herself in 1 hit. So it shouldn't take too long to go through. It should be like maybe like a few rounds. Ideally, I want to say maybe like 5 rounds per game. I think would work well. I can imagine it going pretty fast. But yeah, so that's how the game works. I think it'll be like, it's different enough. I haven't seen any games do that. At least like I've seen games with objective based games where like they're like more like racing games, stuff like that. But I haven't seen any where it's like, oh, there's a boss and you have to defeat the boss. You have like a race to defeat the boss. But at the same time, you don't want to lose to your opponent. So you have to like hinder your opponent at the same time. So you're able to do things to hinder your opponent as well. Yeah, no worries, Alan. I'm glad you like it. I think it is a fun concept. I actually originally thought of this as a video game, but I ended up turning into a tabletop card, you know, like a TCG. And the fun thing I think people are really gonna like about this, I purposely made it so that it will be enough cards that when you buy a pack, you could literally play the game. I don't know if you noticed it, right? So like literally you'll have, you know, 6 + 6, 12 + 5, what is it? 17. So 17 cards. I've seen packs with up to 20 cards. So you could literally have a pack with probably 18 cards that have like one bonus, like an advertisement card. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like a token card or something. So I have 18 cards. You could literally play the game with one pack. And I think a lot of people would like that, like a draft format. Maybe you could do like rock, paper, scissors, do like snake style. You know, like you pick one, you pick first, and I pick two, back and forth, that kind of thing. That could be really fun. I totally imagine people doing that, like making their own fun of just like draft, like a draft style play. Okay, so let's go back. But yeah, that's like the concept. Like I said, it's you could probably play it with Pokemon realistically. You know, just put like a legendary in the middle, have two regular Pokemon, and then have two Pokemon in your side, right? I think that could work. Yeah, you could probably like you'd literally play a game of Pokemon with this format that I made up. With like I don't know what an event, well you could do it for an event, but you could definitely put like a stadium or something. I've seen stadiums. I know that's like a thing. I don't know about the gear though. Maybe that's just like trainer cards, maybe, and you just activate them. Yeah, you could probably do that. I'm actually kind of like tempted to try it now that I think about it with Pokemon cards, just for funsies, see if it could even work. Yeah. All right. But no, okay, let's continue going back to this guy, the little Starling guy, which, like I said, his name's not going to be Starling. It's his type is going to be Starling. And obviously we'll do the flavor tags, all that other stuff. Let's get down the, what's it called? The numbers. This is what I want to do. So his health, I'm thinking, what was his health going to be? I forgot. Hello, Aaron. Welcome in. You're ungrounded. Oh, what'd you do to get grounded? I'm a little curious. I mean, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I was just curious. I was like, what happened that you got grounded? So let's do 11. I think that's a good number. Like I said, none of this art is final. This is all like placeholder art that I just have like old drawings. This one I literally just doodled just a moment ago. Like I said, I still got to get like do the play testing. I want to get it fun and like actually feel good. Once it feels good, then we'll actually like do real art for this. And I said I want to make this look more dreamy. Right now, I just put like a generic border. It will rotate. That's how you collect energy or not actions instead of energy. So for speed is gonna be slow. I'm thinking it's gonna be a 2. So this is 2. Let's see, Aaron. Remember last time I was on live with you. Oh, I do remember. I do remember this. Oh, you got grounded for pushing your brother. I mean, it happens. I'm the youngest of 7, so you know I've fought with my brothers before. You know, I'm the youngest of 7 siblings. I have 2 sisters and I have 4 brothers. So you can imagine. So I totally get it. It happens. Let's do, what is this? 2? No, this is going to be a 1. This guy's going to be very squishy. He only got 1. And then for the 3, this is going to be a 0. No damage. This is not a damaging character. I got to see how good this is, too. Oops, why am I'm all cutesy. Okay, we'll delete. He's not going to have 5. There we go, 0. 0 is a good number. It was nice. I spent time with my family, with my fiance and my daughter. It was a nice day. How was yours? So what, actually for the energy, is it just 1-1? It is. It's going to be a 1-1, huh? I don't even have to change anything. Oh, no, I do want to change the Starbound. I think Starbound should be like a multi-hit. It was all right. Did you do anything special? What did we do? I think, oh, you know what we did? We went to the beach. We saw the sunrise. So we saw the sunrise. And then we went to a circus. We went to a circus. That was fun. You know, that was cool. It was a bit of a drive, but it was okay. Oh yeah, and like I know like my daughter Bingo, she's super excited. We're gonna do like a movie night after my stream on Friday. So that will be very fun. Okay, let's do the icon. Where are my icons? Where did I hide them? Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'm like looking for them. Which one is it? No, I don't need that one. Yeah, let's hide that one. Not the melee. I want this Omni. There it is. This is it. I finished the base for my dude. Check the Discord. Ah, okay. I'll check it out. Yes, I was asleep all day and we got pizza. Ooh, pizza's nice. I can't have pizza, at least regular pizza. But I do like pizza when I can have it. Just because I'm allergic to milk, so I have to get like dairy-free pizza. But I do like it. I will check that right now, Atlas. One moment. Later, I'll think of something fun and cute for the comment or whatever. Oh, one thing, I don't know if you guys ever seen Lorcana. I love Lorcana's little bits in the bottom for their like flavor text. I think it's so fun. So they put these little flavor texts, but they'll have like a little symbol depending on what kind of flavor text it is. And I'm probably gonna steal that. I think that's such a good idea. Hello, Snowcone. I'm gonna check the Discord that Atlas has sent me something. What did you send? Where'd you put it? I am. You are. Aaron, my mom can't have dairy. The bathroom. Oh no, for me, I'm actually allergic. It's not like a stomach issue. For me, it's like a breathing issue. Like if I drink or eat anything with dairy, I have a hard time breathing. Oh, let's see. What is this? Oh, that's so nice. No. Oh, hold up. I saw Mr. Ghost sent me something also earlier. Let's check the art section. Ooh, okay. So this is my grass starter base. I'll get it actual finished later. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, wait. So you're going more like a shrub. Oh, okay. I get you. Oh, so you're going to go from like a shrub into like a different thing? That's actually a fun concept. I like that idea, Atlas. I do like the concept that you're going with. So you're doing like, here, hold up. So you're doing like a bush, right? I like that concept of like evolution from like a bush into like, what are you going to do though? Yeah, like it's fear, but it's scared of you first. But I like the concept of it being a bush. That's such a good idea. You know, it actually reminded me of, now that I thought about it. I was thinking it reminded me of what Salamence is a middle stage. I got detention. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a bummer. So I'm thinking, so you're doing like this, right? Oh no, actually it's more like afraid, right? Just like a worried face. That's actually really funny. Right? Something like that. That's kind of like the concept. I like that concept though. That's like a fun idea. Yeah, like Shelgon. That's what it is. It reminded me of Shelgon. But yeah, I totally know what you mean. Aaron, I threw my granola bar at a sixth grader because he looked at me. That's funny. Well, why'd you do with it? I mean, why are you throwing stuff? I don't agree with throwing things unless if you're playing catch. That's like the only time it's okay to throw things. If you're playing a game where you need to throw things, then it's okay. But throwing things at people just because, that's not okay. Welcome back, Mr. Ghost. Actually, is it like crazy late for you? I'm probably gonna wrap it up in a little bit. But I'm thinking like this would be easier. Atlas, I do my actual finished design in pixel art, so it's easier to transfer. Oh, nice. I tried pixel art. I don't know if you saw it. The stream where I tried pixel art. That was so fun. Pixel art is such a fun thing to do. Alan, welcome in. I was actually thinking about wrapping it up a little bit. Unless you guys want to think of like something cute. Like, no, I'll think of it later. But yeah, I think I'm going to probably wrap it up in a little bit. He looked at me weird and I don't like them. Oh, okay. I skipped my dinosaur squishy about the bath. You look so cute. Oh, you like it? Wait, I gave dimes for a baby. He looks, yeah, you like, I mean, I think he is a healer. He's a healer character. So I think it works, right? I think it works as a character. I'm not sure if I'd probably do like more glowy effects or something like that. What's up? What happened, Mr. Ghost? But yeah, I'm thinking something like that would be really good. Right? Let's do something like these, like a little glowies. Let's actually just delete. I'm going to delete those because I don't like these little crosses. They look odd. Like now that I look at the crosses, they look odd to me. I get my dino a bubble bath and he looks so cute. Oh, that's cool. So I'm thinking like this, right? Something like that, like little glowy effects or whatnot. Doesn't really matter. But I think this could be really fun. Like this character will be fun. Obviously the backgrounds, I know I have these like this generic color backgrounds. That's not how it's going to be in the finished versions of these. The art's not even done. Like I said, like these things, I was thinking about making them stars, kind of like a star shape. That'd be like really cool, like almost like a shooting star going around, and making these little orb things where the numbers go, making them look more like a galaxy. I think that could be really cute and fun. I don't want them to be too distracting, but I do want them to look fun. So I was doing something with PixArt. That's what he told me. Background could be universe. Well, I mean, they'll probably be different things. You know, like that's what I'm like. I'm not. That's what like, people ask me. Oh, about the art. I was like, well, the art's not. This is not the art. Same with the other guys. You know, these other guys are just like they happen to be old doodles I have. You know what I'm talking about? Like these guys, like this guy. It's just an old doodle I have. I just like okay, he works. I'm gonna fix all these guys. They're not gonna look like this in the finished version. You know what I mean? None of these guys are gonna look like this. They're all. I'm gonna modify them all in the finished version. It's just like a fill-in, you know. Just so I have like, okay, this is kind of the idea of what it would look, the character would look like. Very similar, probably a little different. Those will probably be like different kind of streams. But either way, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much. I always appreciate it when I hang out with you guys. I think it's so fun. I actually really love it. I'm actually thinking about doing a video of like about streaming, about like me enjoying streaming and like how I feel like it's actually changed my attitude. No, I gotta go. I gotta go there and I gotta go eat. I'm getting hungry. You know, my family's already they're already eating without me. They usually do. I usually like, it's fine. I'll catch up to you guys. It's not a big deal. But either way, I'm gonna wrap it up. Well, I'll stay longer on Friday. No, actually, no, that's a lie. Friday, I was gonna do a normal stream. But either way, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you so much, Aaron, Mr. Ghost, Alan, Atlas, who else? Snow Cone, Yu-Gi-Oh Kid, Silly Savvy. I think who else was here? I know Isabel was here earlier. Who else was also in here? I want to say I like to say goodbye to everyone who actually says something. Oh, Splat Braden. I know somebody else was it. Mithrix also was in here for briefly. And who else? Was that it? I think it's everyone who said anything in the YouTube. Let me check Instagram and Twitch. No one else said anything over there. But either way, thank you guys so much. Hope to see you all very soon. See you next time. Goodbye.